Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, hump day. It is Kit here and welcome back to the Brooks Legacy with Xialla. Um, yeah. Things are changing for our girl. Not all bad changes, not all good changes, just changes. Yeah. You could probably guess after maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to assume you saw Andy's part actually. I need to be quiet. I've had about 3 sips of coffee, but dang it, we're getting this done. We're officially in crunch time to get the last bits of the videos done, so let's get it. Mm, coffee. Alrighty. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope y'all are having a fantastic week. Taylor came back home with Zai to work on their summer project together. School wasn't out for a few weeks, but they still had to do some summer work. Her dad had enrolled Zai into summer school. And Taylor was way behind. Plus, there was another girl who lived in San Myshuno who was in summer school too. The three were all paired up. So, we gotta work with the Sage Barraza, right? When is she going to meet up with us? What's her part? What are we even doing? Taylor laughed. He had zero clue. We basically gotta put together a poster of Strangerville's geology, geography, and overall ecosystem. Samples, data, the works. Oh, okay. And write that paper on anything that has been weird about this place, right? Pretty much. My aunt is an author. I figured I'd tug her on her for it. Cool, cool. You got Sage's number, right? And mine, yeah? Because I'm gonna have to go soon. But I'll see if I can get any of those weird plant bulbs near my house or snap a picture of them. Have you seen them? They are weird and purple. Yeah, they've always been around Strangerville. They are the strange plant. We have one behind the house you can get a pic of if you want. Really? Cool. How long have you lived here to know that? Ever since I was born. Whoa! That's cool, Zach. Let's chat later and get our parts all organized and stuff, but I gotta head home for dinner now. Bye! Taylor left, and Xialla messaged the other girl, wondering why Dad had decided she needed to be in summer school. A week went by, and they were closer to the end of the school year and entering summer. All of Xialla's classmates were chatting about summer vacations. Some were going to Lake Fiddlehead, others were going to Silva Dorada, or visiting family all over the place. Some even said they were going to the beach. So I really wanted to have an awesome summer, but she's stuck in summer school, and everyone knows it. They all laughed at her and dumped milk down her shirt. She hoped she won't be bullied in summer school. Why did Dad do this to her? Her grades are all straight A's. She's even in advanced classes. So why? Are you Zyla Brooks? A girl interrupted her depressed thoughts, and she had to blink. Whoa, that was vibrant green hair and piercings and a crop top. Wow, wow, wow. This girl had to be really popular. Yeah? Why? She sat down across from Zai. Sage Barraza, you texted me about that dumb summer project. Oh, well, crap. Zyla was hoping Sage would be a geek like Taylor and her. Not a jock or, well, a bully. This girl certainly looked like any of those, but a geek, you know? Zy cleared her throat. Right, that. And we did agree to meet here. Yeah. Sorry, calculus. She put her homework away. Sage shrugged. No biggie. I got all night. The last bus leaves this town at midnight, so I can get home in about 2 hours. I live in San Myshuno. Oh, really? Is that why I hardly ever see you at school? Zai hadn't seen her around before. Nope. I work weird hours. Gotta help Mom pay the rent. There was a hardness about her that I didn't quite like. She was scary. Oh, right. No worries. Um, well, the project is. They talked about the project for an hour, and Sage was sort of into it. She was a failing C student who had to go into summer school because otherwise she would be held back a year, hence the failing. So she had no other choice. After that, Zai rode her bike home, and Sage took the bus back to the city. And Zai's thoughts returned to the summer school issue once more. Why, Dad? Why? Aunt Hope came around a lot. Do you think this looks like Marin? It's at Salvadorada. No, Auntie. I don't think that's Marin. See the roots in of her hair? She's a brunette. That's just hair dye. And those freckles? It's not her, Auntie. But we will find her soon. Xialla wishes she could help her Auntie. She's always been so nice to Zai, and she offered to help them write about Strangerville. She apparently knows all sorts of stuff about this town. Actually, it might be time for me to write a book about it. You could help me with my notes and get stuff for your project too. Zai was thrilled. Also, little author note here about Hope. If y'all remember, she was given an NDA for about 20 years. And Marin was born about that time, rough about there, when that NDA went into effect. Ah, ah, ah. The next day after school, Sage, Taylor, and Zai met up at Taylor's house. Sage didn't have a computer at home, so she used it to do some research while Zai and Taylor played games. Want to play with us, Sage? Sure, in a minute. Be prepared to lose. Nah, scary girl don't play games, Taylor quipped, sticking his tongue out at her. I'm scary, huh? Well, sorta. Yeah, Zai replied sheepishly after Taylor nodded vigorously. Good. That's how everyone leaves me alone at school, instead of getting bullied like you two. Really? They responded. Yep. If you look like a nerd, talk like a nerd, and smell like a nerd, then you get bullied. Except for Zai. You just talk weird. Zai blushed and Taylor bristled. Hey, Sage. That's not nice. I didn't mean it that way. You just talk to yourself in a different language is all. Nothing bad by it. Just means she's smarter than most of the imbeciles around here. I do what? Xialla's stomach dropped. Ever since Oscar had told her about that, she tried really, really hard not to whisper under her breath, focusing instead to speak normal Simlish anytime she did. But how could she know she was speaking Simlish if she didn't even know she spoke another weird language she couldn't even hear herself speak? You speak to yourself in a different language, like most bilinguals do. Oh, I didn't realize I'd do that. Stuttering half truths and lies, Zai was low key panicking. Yeah, you do, Taylor and Sage quipped at once. Ah, crap. What was I going to do about this? Happy birthday, Oscar! Zai's brother is off to Willow Creek, as in Oscar. Kaysen is in Windenburg, and Zai's stuck here in summer school. Feeling kinda resentful. She wanted to be off on her own adventure, too. Oh well. Taylor and Zai can have some sort of fun this summer, at least. And maybe Sage, too. Just me left, Red. But you won't leave me, will you, buddy? The fox yipped and licked her. because her brothers are gone doesn't mean Zai has to have a boring summer, right? And that is where we are going to leave Zai for now, and her story is done for the spring. I almost said semester, the spring season. Yeah, so Oscar is off to Willow Creek. I did say Kason is in Windenburg. We'll see that, but basically he's staying with his buddies for the summer instead of going home for the summer. So, yeah. Um, yep. So, Andy has enrolled Zai into summer school. Yay! But Taylor's gonna be in it, and she and Taylor are fast friends. And there's this other girl, Sage, who could very well be the Joker's daughter. Um, but yeah, we'll see how everything goes. Zai is very resentful, but it's weird because it's like Andy is slowly letting off the leash in some ways. Oscar's kind of mentioned she can't go out and about without either one of them, but since Andy works long hours and Oscar's obviously leaving, and Lisa, I think at that point worked evenings, so like she slept during the day and so on and so forth, right? I think she's a comedian career. Yeah, you know how they do evening shows. Um, that's just not super feasible. So she is able to kind of come and go, but she has like a strict little schedule with her dad. It's really annoying. Curfew is so much fun. So, maybe this was just his way of putting the leash on in a different spot. I don't. Well, I do know, but Zai doesn't know. Um, but yeah, so we will see her later. This was actually her last part on the first Tumblr blog. So guys, we are getting through. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So yeah, next week, this is the last part for the Brooks this week. Next week we will be seeing Kason and Oscar. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank y'all so very much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And do not forget, I didn't forget this time. Coffee's great. Where the waters flow, legacies grow. Bye!